Hey y'all, and welcome back for another video. So today we is going to be dipping into the very scary side of YouTube. I found this story about a dude that was in jail, and I guess he basically witnessed some really messed up stuff, but it gives us some, like, I guess you could say, insight into like what be happening in jail and shit like that. And I don't know about y'all, but I know a whole lot of people up in jail, so this is good for me to know because I need to know what my people going through. Okay, but just so y'all know, this is very, very, very graphic. It's nothing really funny about the story. It's kind of real serious. It's like real kind of messed up. Like, this is a really messed up story. So if you squeamish, you don't like to hear about really jacked up things happening to people, then you may not even want to watch this video. But go ahead and leave me a comment and like anyway, please. Because, you know, I just need it and I need a view. So, I mean, that's why. But anyway. So yeah, this dude, I guess he knew a dude and he went by the name of Dog. And apparently the dude named Dog was like a real big, muscular, strong dude who kind of like ran the yard up at the jail that he was at. And it was another dude named Stacey who was like the total opposite of that. He was like a little cream puff, little softy dude who didn't talk to nobody, and nobody really knew why he was in jail. Until one day, one of them COs had kind of posted like his record and like why he was in there, and I guess it was because she was highly offended by what he did. So what we gonna do is we gonna listen to this story and we gonna say what we gotta say on it. Okay, let's go.
So I wake up in the morning for chow and I go out my cell and everybody's at the bulletin board looking at it like, what the fuck? At the paperwork and looking at all this, we come to find out that not only did Stacey murder an infant, a child that was like less than a year old, you know, he was also a sexual predator. In the paperwork, it stated that originally they couldn't figure out why the baby had died. They thought it was kind of like SIDS, you know, where a baby passes away in its sleep. But then upon further investigation and on the autopsy, they found, and look, if you're squeamish, you don't like to hear bad things, this is the point where you turn the video off. Let me give you a second. Alright, so upon the autopsy of the baby and them, you know, doing everything to figure out why this little baby died, they found semen, male sperm, in this baby's throat. This guy Stacey was alone with this baby and commenced to having sex with this little tiny baby with its mouth. Collapsed its airway, baby choked to death, couldn't breathe, and died. And there is just a gang of dudes standing there waiting on it. You know what I mean? Everybody's trying not to look like they're gonna do anything. And the other guards on this shift, like I said, they were hood. They kept it hood. They knew what was gonna happen to him. They wanted it to happen to him. They weren't gonna call no codes. They turned to, you know, the cheek the other way, weren't paying attention. You get what you get. You deserve every bit of it. Dog walks up in front of everybody, and Dog was respected. You know what I mean? He's an OG, he's a lifer, he's been down a long ass time. Dude's respected Dog. Not to mention he had that one hitter quitter, that pie out to break your whole goddamn jaw. Dog steps in front of everybody, and he's like, nah, y'all ain't gonna do shit to that man. Leave the man the fuck alone, man. He's locked up just like the rest of y'all. He's paying for his crimes just like the rest of y'all.
Alright, let's just stop it real quick because I got something to say already. So as far as the CO posting that dude's information, I got no problem with that. Like, for real, if you did some messed up stuff, like kill a baby, like straight up, you don't even need to be alive. Like, it should just be an automatic death sentence if you kill an infant, because you're talking about somebody that can't even defend themselves, and you gonna do some really messed up stuff just because you sick and you can't get like a woman, I guess, in your life or something. Like, you raping babies, like, that's disgusting. Like, I can't get down with that. And I'm totally, like I said, I'm totally okay with the fact that the CO put him on blast. Like, yes, we need to get him in the grave too, because that's just not even right. I'm sorry, I'm a mom, and so at the end of the day, somebody do something to my kid, you're gonna see a whole different side of me, point blank, period, poo.
So we're like, the fuck, man? This dude's defending this dude. He's like, I'll take care of it. So he goes to the booth and tells them, I want y'all to move Stacey to my cell and move my cellie up there with Randy Chappelle. Put Stacey in my cell. So right then and there, we know this ain't a he's gonna protect him thing, man. This is bad for this dude, and he's about to get everything that he deserves. They end up moving dog's cellmate upstairs into this dude's cell and moving Stacey downstairs into the dog's cell. It was maybe 30, 45 minutes. And at the time, we could still smoke in Virginia. They hadn't, taken smoking out of prison yet. And we all hear this dude screaming. And when I mean screaming, he's screaming at the top of his lungs, bloody murder. It sounds like what you would expect to hear if somebody, was having their hand cut off or something. So we all get curious of what's going on, and we're looking up at the booth, and the lady in the booth, she knows something's going down, but they're not going to do anything. You got to remember that these are mothers. They may be guards, but they're mothers, they're fathers, and sometimes, justice is not served just because you get sent to prison. Sometimes justice is served once you get to prison. So I give it a little bit, and I walk over. Like I said, me and Dog were cool. We worked together, I worked out with Dog. We was all right. And I walk up to the cell, and I knock on the door, and I'm like, yo, and he's like, what's up, man? I said, it's Jay. He was like, what's up, Jay? Look. So I look in the cell, and he's got this man hog-tied, laying on the floor on his belly with his pants pulled down. Pulled down around his ankles, and his ankles are up tied to his hands. And he's sitting there beside him, and his boxers. He's got shit on him, he's got blood on him. Right on the front of his boxers, you can see the shit and blood. This dude's got blood and shit smeared all over his ass. It's all over the floor. The dog is sitting there smoking a cigarette. Right beside him, squatting down, looking at him. And this dude's hog-tied laying on his belly. Cigarette draws from it and puts it out in the middle of his back. Reaches up on the counter, grabs his cigarettes, lights another one, and just sits there squatting, looking at him. He'd punch him in the back of his head, slam his face into the floor a couple more times. There was already smudge marks and blood on the side of the wall. Blood on the counter, blood on the side of the toilet, and this dude is just laying there. Dogs are hog-tied him and busted his cheeks wide open and is putting cigarettes out on him.
Damn. Y'all, I had to stop it for a minute so I could try to take all of this in. Like, that sound mad disgusting. Like, he got his booty hole ran through so much that he was on himself. That's disgusting. Like, I don't even see how you can have sex with somebody if they boo-booing, but I guess if you already in prison and you kind of messed up in the head, that's probably normal for you. But yeah, that's disgusting. But do I feel bad about it? Oh, absolutely not. I'm feeling like that's cool. That's absolutely cool, because you know what? You raped a baby and the baby died. So therefore, whatever happens to you, honey, you deserve. So I'm absolutely okay with that. It's a little disgusting, I'm not gonna lie, just a little bit. But again, kudos to Dog. Kudos to Dog. And if y'all wonder what I'm doing, I'm just trying to get ready. I got somewhere to go. I got my lashes on, and I'm trying to put my makeup on while I'm doing this, because I got a bunch of stuff that I need to do today. But yeah, straight up, I got no problem with the fact that Dog was over here raping him and putting him in his damn place, because you know what, that's probably not even enough. He should have let other people do stuff to him too. But at the same time, that do sound pretty intense, I'm not gonna lie. So let's just hear some more.
We think this is going to end soon. As soon as this dude gets up, he's going to go tell the people what's going on, blah blah blah, and that's going to be the end of it. It's not. I walk off, man. This isn't. It wasn't even something I wanted to see. I thought I was going there and he's going to have this dude all beat up, or maybe a stabbed him or something. I didn't expect to see another man hog-tied, laying on the ground, that had just, been ran up in by Dog. They lock us down, and throughout the night you hear it. You hear this dude screaming, yelling, screaming, yelling. You can hear Dog over there beating on him. You can hear Dog over there fucking him. It's just him grunting, and then every now and then you just hear him punching him. Maybe punching him in his body, back of his head, his face. So the next day he rolls around, Dog comes out like nothing happened. He'd have told this dude, you're gonna stay in this motherfucking cell, and you better not come up out of here. If you tell the people on me, I'll get you touched, I'll get your motherfucking ass killed. I swear to God, you will die, you come up out this cell. Stacey didn't go to work at the warehouse. Stacey puts in a slip saying he no longer wants his job. This takes place for months. When I mean months, better part of probably a month and a half, every day dog comes in that cell and dog just rapes this man, beats the shit out of him, hog ties him, does whatever he wants to this man. Somehow or another, everything that's going on is done made its way up the chain. They come in, they get Stacey out the cell, dog's on the yard working out, they go out there, they lock dog up. The dog's done told this man, he's let him know, if you tell on me, if anything happens, if they lock me up, you're a dead man. Once you hit any compound, your paperwork's already out there. You better take what I'm giving you, because the next man's probably just gonna cut your fucking head off and leave you dead. So you rather deal with this than deal with that. You know what I mean? You can be my bitch or you can be dead. But somebody else has done sent off some, you know, a kite somewhere to the PREA people telling them, and telling, you know, administration higher up, you know, what's going on. So like I said, they come in, they get Stacey out the cell immediately. They start investigating, they lock dog up off the yard. It's maybe 2 weeks later, dog comes back in the pod. He's got his bags, he's back from the hole. Dude Stacey wouldn't tell on him. You know, I guess he tortured him so bad and scared him so much that Stacey just stayed quiet. Even though they knew 100% what had been taking place, Stacey wouldn't say anything out of fear for his life. Well, 3,000 guys, they come in and lock us down, and they say they got an isolated incident in the hole that's under investigation, and the people from the outside, you know, state police and whatnot, have to come investigate because there's been a death. Stacey hung himself from the fire sprinkler in his cell, in the hole, in 10 building. And that was the end of Stacey.
And that was the end of Stacey. Wow. So he killed himself because he couldn't handle what his future was gonna be. Like, everybody know what you did, and you know that basically you either gonna keep getting butt raped horribly, not even just butt raped in a normal way, you getting butt raped hard as heck to the point where you boo-booing on yourself. That's pretty graphic. I'm sorry, that's nasty as hell. But again, much deserved. And I got no sympathy, and I'm actually glad that stuff like this happens, because you know what, y'all predator, y'all pervert kid molesting ass out here, y'all the motherfucking problem. And that's what needs to happen, y'all. And I'm, like I say, I'm glad this happened, because at the end of the day, I'm a mom too, and I'll be darned if somebody do anything to my kid. And if I couldn't hurt them myself, I would be so appreciative of somebody like Dog handling that for me. Like, straight up. Kudos to you, Dog, because you did the right thing. You messed him up because he messed somebody else's whole world and their whole life up by taking their child from them, and you ruined that kid's future. So at the end of the day, he got what he deserved, and I feel no sympathy for people like that. Like, if you a child molester, like, you gonna get yours. You gonna have something really bad happen to you, whether it be in jail or outside, because you're not supposed to be doing that. And that's nasty as hell. So anyways, y'all, definitely tell me what you think. I do not like this kind of stuff, but like I said, this story was just so crazy to me that I was like, I gotta share it with y'all. Definitely tell me what you think. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Okay?